charge or charges. Treasonable felony. I don't know where the treason is coming from and where the felony is coming from. You express yourself, you become a felon for expressing yourself. You say your wish, you become a criminal. But the ones that are criminals, the ones that are killing people, they are not labeled. This is one thing I like our people to underscore. The hatred is like a birthmark. You cannot erase it. You cannot erase it. What crime did these people commit? None. None. Nothing whatsoever. But for the fact that you are an Igbo, you are from the southeast. You are from the south. But pinpointedly from the southeast. Any of your action is demonic. Everything you do is criminal in nature. You will see what I'm saying. Our leader told you that anybody that tangles with the federal government will come back disgraced. You regret it. They use you. They wipe themselves with you, and then they discard you. And when you're working with them, you blossom. You think there's nothing more like you. It is the same mentality of unopportune appointment. You are used by the person you are above. You are superior than in qualification. But they have the gun. They have the power. And you condescend. That means you don't have any shame. Let's not look this thing as an as inconsequential. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It matters. Little things that matter. These things matter. You're not liked. You're not wanted. They have verbally and physically shown you that. But most of us don't reason. And it shows itself across the board. Starting from Ipob, Biafrans. You heard what I said. Starting with Ipob and Biafrans. You say you are not what you are. You have people wearing the skin of Ipob to cover their ill feelings. But they are jackals. They are jackals. That is where Ipob comes in. People that pretend to be real Ipob are not. They show up as Ipob. Wolves in sheep clothing. What happens when they do that? They point an accusing finger on Ipob. I'm not going to divert. I just want to pinpoint to you what our people are going through. These bogus charges, they are trumped up because you are Igbo and you are Ipob. Both Ipob and Ipob, you are both of them. IPOB 1, IPOB 2. You're born a Biafran, indigenous person of Biafra. That carries its own weight, its own label. And then you belong to the engine that moves it. Then you become a terrorist. Then you'll be charged with treasonable felony for advocating, for calling for peaceful resolution of long-standing hatred. We will get to that. We'll get to it. Our leader is under detention. He's in detention. What's his crime? Nothing. Nothing. He called for peace. He called for common sense to prevail. And that's an offense. How can you reason with such people? How can you reason with such people? He called for referendum for people to decide what they want. It becomes an offense. Let me give all of you detailed information. If you listen to the news of recent, what you hear is Russia and Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine. And then you hear UN and Security Council. All of them acting. They know the value they place on themselves. Those that value themselves act to protect themselves. Those that have no value for themselves don't give a damn. They don't. A mere massing of troops, mere seeing the presence of soldiers, the crisis has superseded whatever that is taking place in African continent, the dark continent. And you people are telling me that you cannot go and sit down somewhere and ransack your brain. You're calling them UN, Security Council, EU. You might be a part of the world, but it is the importance they attach to you that matters. You can roast yourself alive, they don't care. And they'll be praying that you roast yourself some more. That the lesser your number, the better off they'll be. You heard what I said. The headline news. Go to CNN. Go to news desk, NBC, CBS, name it. Turn on the radio. Oh, Ukraine, Russia. Ukraine, Russia. They have not fired a shot yet. But in your own case, they give you the arms and ammunition. The news medias are not even mentioning you. They are not even mentioning the thousands being slaughtered. And all of you are running around toting AK-47. Blowing your brains out. You have vast land. You have everything you need to survive as a human being. But that's not enough. You want to be superior to somebody else. And then your masters will give you the guns. Go and wipe them off. And you acquiesce, you agree. Go and take a gun and give to somebody from Ukraine. Go and fight your brother. See what you will not survive the next second. You black-skinned monkey will not survive the next second. They have accused us, called us names, but we refuse to think. We refuse to change the ways we reason. And we actually embolden ourselves by saying, you called me a monkey. You called me a gorilla. You called me a shithole. And you're there showing people exactly what you are. Pride before the fall. Pride before the fall. Pride before the fall. You're expecting me to say pride goes before the fall. No. Pride before the fall. You're proud of yourself. You're so contented with who you are. You cannot look down. Oh, praise my name. Extol my name. I am Igwe. I am Ozo. I am Chief. That's all you want. But that has transcended to national disgrace. Let's take this message. After that, we continue.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of Nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land.
Be warned.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of Nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land.
Be warned.
Have you asked yourself why? Have you asked yourself why this has been put in place? I made a reference to the United Nations and to the Security Council. You see how the world, the white world, is reacting to security issue around the world when it concerns them. And in Black Africa, you have baboons, zombies sitting like statues. They cannot reason. And they tell you they belong to AU. And to change their, like I told you, wolves in sheep clothing. Organization of African Unity, overnight they changed their name to African Union. Imitation. European Union. Oh, they have European Union. Now let's go and make African Union. With what agenda? Biafra has been an issue very, very long time. African Union have not addressed it. Biafra issue has been very long standing. The African Union, the baboons, the elephants, the statues sitting have not addressed that issue. And let there be war. I guarantee you, you see an African country sending aid. Their own people are there dying. Biafrans are being massacred. There is a genocide going on. Another thing is, have you put weight on the word genocide? Have you looked at the meaning genocide? Have you examined it? Go get your dictionary, get the meaning of genocide, then apply it to what happened to you in the zoo in the 60s. They kill you, they underflate the numbers they killed. You're still hopelessly hanging around. What are you looking for in Nigeria? Is your father there or your mother there? A white man molded you together and gave you 100 years. They know you're different. And you have your brother. You have your father. Going back to the killers. Going back to the people that committed genocide on them. Asking, begging to be a president. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. You are going, begging the cabals, those that you know that they will never allow you to control them. They know. You know. And you are not reasoning. You are not reasoning. You are interested in politics. You are interested in politics. You say you're a human being. You say you have common sense. And it makes me try to understand where that your common sense originated from. All of you listen.
That the North will always play the role of a kingmaker in deciding, being a deciding factor in 2023 presidency. And we feel that the best thing we should do is to migrate from the other side of the world to come to this place and interface with the real people who are the people that are holding the masses. Rather than abusive words, that should be.
Is this the brain of a human being or an agent? Somebody holding the masses. Somebody holding the masses. The real people. Quote unquote. This is an Igbo man. This is an Igbo man. Intoxicated with power. To be a president of a country that committed genocide on you. What will you do with the presidency? For one, if you're a president, if for any reason, for all those people clamoring for presidency, you have confirmed that they have the power, they will never allow you to rule. You will never rule. You can be there like a rubber stamp. Is that what you want to be? Being there as a rubber stamp makes you impotent, an asshole. Excuse my language. You are ineffective. Wasn't Nnamdi Azikiwe the first president? And who was the prime minister? Abubakar. Did Zik possess any power? No. He was just a rubber stamp. They make the decision, they pass it out to him, he put his signature. That is what these people are trying to do. Continuously making us slaves no end in sight. And he knows, he is aware of what his mission is all about. He is aware. Now, tell me where a Biafran, even somebody from the south, will wake up and say, you're going to North to beg for power, to be a president. Where is Osibanjo? Have you ever heard from Osibanjo? Have you ever had a word from Osibanjo? He's a vice president of the Fulani government. And you're telling me that somebody that has common sense from Igbo land will wake up and go to the north and say, we will migrate to the north. And you're telling me that there's nothing wrong with the brain of an Igbo man. And he goes to extent to tell you their investment. The investment you made in the 50s, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, they took them away. They said they reintegrated you. And what's happening in your village as we speak? They are running. The same people are in there. They are in there slaughtering your people. And you're talking about PDP, who will run and who will not run. And then for that, they will tell you, unless you wipe up your people, then Wike will stay in rivers and continue to kill people from Obibo. They are Igbos. Then he's extended his arm to Diobo. Then Omahi will be there, killing the people of Ebonyi. And then somebody in the house will say, investigate Ebubago. Where were you when he was forming it? Then the very ones that were formed to repel the massacring of innocent farmers, raping of women, destruction of economic crops, the reps did not utter a word. And these are some of their colleagues. Now continue to listen.
The knowledge that we decided to extend the hand of friendship to the north. Having said that, we'll ask one question ourselves. What happened to the relationship between Nnamdi and Tafawa Balewa? What happened?
Now you see what I'm saying. Nnamdi Azikiwe and Tafawa Balewa. That was pre-independence. Not post. Pre-independence. No trust. Nothing whatsoever. 2022. No trust, nothing whatsoever. And this baboon went there to tell you what happened. You are extending the hand of friendship. The same genocidal behavior we have imposed on ourselves, we are still executing. You are asking somebody who just mentioned yesterday that they will teach you a lesson.
The existing relationship between the North and the East. Where did we got it wrong? What happened? What transpired? Is it because that one person somewhere decided to paint people as if we are Biafrans? No, we believe in one Nigeria. The vast majority population of Igbos are residing in 19 northern states. With the highest investment we have in 19 northern, we have about 2.3 trillion worth of investment Igbos that have invested in northern Nigeria. And by so doing, we say no, that the best thing we have to do is to ensure that we reach out with the fulcrum of the society, the people, general, Yerima Shetima, to dialogue on the way forward. Regardless.
This is classic case of a saboteur. Yerima Shetima is now the people's general. Yerima Shetima, dialogue with him. He is now the people's general. I'm beginning to be afraid of Igbo people. If somebody like this exists, if somebody like this exists, nobody's calling him to attention to question him. I don't know what this man took. An agent of the Fulani, that's what he is. Now Yerima Shetima will tell you what will happen. You're not representing us. We are telling you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you, conduct a referendum for the whole country, not just Biafra land. You cannot overtalk us, and you cannot truncate us. You are a big time sellout. You are telling Yeri Shetima, the general, the people's general, the Fulani that dominates you, you have acquiesced, you have condescended. So now you go begging instead of finding your way out. You are telling about your investment which they destroyed. You are telling about your own village they are destroying. And the other rest of the country have seen the danger, and they are asking a way out. They are saying the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying. Conduct a referendum and let people decide. You are there telling the same people that are sandwiching you that you know that they have the power. But you know that you don't know where you went wrong. But they are still killing you. And this is the message you are bringing on the table for them to consider.
2023. Moreover, you have heard, or it's not a new agenda, that this is the turn of the Igbo people. And irrespective that our friend here, who have been having another diverse opinion that the North must retain power after President Muhammad Buhari, will say no. It's not something that will come and fight in the delis, or every time will be countering what he's.
I close my case. Whoever this man is, he doesn't deserve to bring his face out. Whoever that man is, he doesn't deserve to show his face in public. Let him use a basin or walk around with a basket over his face. We are telling you, we want a referendum. Let the people decide. It is very simple. It is very simple. And I don't think he knows what he's talking about. Not that he doesn't know, he knows. But Biafrans, these are the people that are selling you. These are the people that are making you look worthless. These are the people that are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will leave this here. I have so much to deal with that surrounds this issue. I have so much to deal with. Apart from that, and linking it to what this idiot is saying, you be your own judge. You make the decision yourself. That is if we understand.
Creation of imperial draftsmen. Within its boundaries, the British had brought together three great tribal traditions. In the north lived the Fulani and their Hausa vassals. The British had left intact their feudal privileges. In the west, Yoruba rulers had found new tokens of power and prestige. In the east, where the Igbos were the major tribe, British influence had come through mission and school. The Igbos became known as the Jews of Africa and took over the administration of the colonial state.
Remember, this was the mid-60s, and the big wave of African independence and the French ending, and the British possessions came in about 1960 in Congo and so on. And so we had about 5 or 6 years of disappointments, basically. Very few success stories. And people in Africa and outside Africa were saying, well, you know, where's the success story? Let's look. And Nigeria was the great hope. It was the great black hope of Africa.
With their educational advantage, the Igbos spread throughout the country as traders and public servants. But in the impoverished north, their presence was not always welcome.
There was resentment in the north towards the Igbos because they thought that they occupied everything in the place. There were civil servants, there were railway men, there were teachers. They wanted the Igbos to go home because they had taken the jobs of all the northerners.
In 1966, the bubble of resentment that had been building for years against the Igbos burst in a rage of communal violence. Northern civilians and soldiers rose in a vicious ethnic pogrom. Thousands of Igbos lost their lives. Hundreds of thousands more fled home to the east. When the federal government proved incapable of halting the pogroms, Ojukwu, then a colonel and military governor of eastern Nigeria, grasped the opportunity. Showing from the first a gift for propaganda, Ojukwu mobilized the Igbos for secession from the north.
Ojukwu's public relations were very good. The propaganda necessarily appeals to the senses and sensibilities of people.
Now, propaganda. You see the way they divert crime. Now, Odumegwu Ojukwu, seeing that we've not been safe in Nigeria, seeing the way we've been massacred, just from the coup. What caused the coup? Insecurity. Now, from the onset, you heard them say the flourishing Igbos were hated, and we are still being hated. I read you the appointments the other day. I read you the appointments. You had it. And then you had that baboon going to the north to beg for presidency. Now, evaluate the two. Now, where's the propaganda there? By galvanizing Biafrans, making them see the hatred, making them see that they are not safe, and they will never be safe as long as they remain in that enclave, Nigeria. Is that propaganda? Is that propaganda? Did Ojukwu not warn you? To avert problem, they went to Aburi. When they went to Aburi, was that propaganda? To avert problem, they agreed on something. General Ankara was glad that they talked. hoping for implementation. What did Gowon do? He reneged. Why did he renege? Britain. Gowon told you there is no need. Continuing with one Nigeria. And the British asked him why. If you ever let them go, you will be as poor as hell. Then the real genocide started. 67. You had them say propaganda. Propaganda after thousands and thousands and thousands were massacred in Kanu, Kaduna, and surround. You're aware of it. If you're not, I will play it. They have not shown any atom of interest with regard to making peace. Yerima is not of the group of Buhari, Babangida, Obasanjo. He is of after war. And this is a generation filled with hatred for Igbos. They continue training them. But you're not training your own children. You are not alerting your children of the danger. You are presenting your children for annihilation. And the mouthpiece you have, you presented him to the Fulanis to kill. That is our leader, Mazi Kanu. And that confusion has spread across the board to our own children. Here is Mazi Kanu fighting for their survival, and here they are running around autopilot and also not having a sense of direction as to how to be safe. And they say they are working for Mazi Kanu. You disobey. You ricocheted just to be known. And the danger is there. But the ones killing you are glued together. They know what to do. They know when to do it, and they know how to do it. But you that is in danger cannot focus on one thing. Yeah, they are telling you that he is propaganda. And most of you present yourself for the media and you lose your sense of reasoning.
And so to the domestic constituency, Ojukwu targeted the information that if they did not go along with Biafra, the Northerners were going to advance and carry on the jihad and kill everybody off in eastern Nigeria. And
is he wrong? You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Was he wrong? No. Now it's happening. Everything Ojukwu said have come to pass and is still happening. Now they are in your villages 50 years plus after the initial onslaught. They never knew it will happen. But they told you it was propaganda. Nnamdi Kanu came and said the same thing. They held him. Oh, he's a terrorist. He's committing a treasonable felony. His own people arrested him. Where is the Igbo man? And who is the Igbo man? Where are the Igbo men? And who are the Igbo men? I don't care if you're from Ijo. You are Igbo. I don't care if you're from Calabar. You are Igbo. The history is there. I gave you a piece of it the other day. The divisive tactics they implanted, they introduced, was so damaging that it would be difficult to put it together. And the very person that tried to do it, they arrested him. You are committing treasonable felony. The same person they went to his house to kill. And when they missed, then they started them. Just like you heard what Ojukwu said, you heard what happened to the Igbos in the north. And these people would sit down there and say it was propaganda. And today, the same thing is repeating itself. And then you put it to the broad spectrum. Look at the Africans, the African leaders. None is saying anything. They are waiting for the money from the oil, from the Delta, from Biafra land. Give them money, they will shut up their mouth. Give them guns, they will kill their own people. And then extract the resources, the mineral resources, rape the land, and give them guns to kill themselves. This is the brain of the African Union. Kagame is telling you there's no need for the Africans to be running to the Europe. Not in Nigeria, not in Biafra, not in Oduduwa. There must be a reason why they shouldn't do it. Give them hope. Kagame, have you condemned the atrocities going on in Nigeria? You survived the one that happened in your country. You know how bad it feels. You know what genocide is all about. Not to talk when over 5 million Biafrans were murdered. You have made your country whole. But not in Nigeria. They are still killing. Today they published the killing of people in Agatu. Since 2015, it's come to 3,000 something. They are still killing. Now they are telling people of Benue, oh, give us a residency permit. Admit us that we are part of you. And they will continue to slaughter you. They will continue. Who are we, by the way, who are we addressing? Who are we addressing? Yes, we have Radio Biafra. To be informed. What information have you received? The one you received, what have you done with it? All you do is to chase the shadows. Talk about freedom. But you have no way of listening to instructions. Your leader, you say you are following. You have no atom of respect for what he put in place. You love a family. And when the head of the family is there, you show yourself. You show how loyal you are to his family. Once the man is gone, you start advising the first son how to acquire the whole thing without looking at the siblings. Then you go to the second son or the daughter. You say how this man is acquiring the whole thing. And then you go to the third child. See, they don't like you. Those at the head are not considering you. But this is the man you are always with, and smile and enjoy. But when that man is wanted, is not around, you destabilize. Under the guise that you are trying to make peace in the family. This is what we have today. We have demons. We have demons. Call them evil. Call them Satans. I'm not better than you. I am not better than you. But that which I know, so I'll tell you. Because what rules us, what guides us as Biafrans, people from the south, what guides us is post, rank, and titles. From the south, this will be the most destructive behavior we introduce to our communities. And that's like a parasite. It will eat us to death. Notoriety, to be noted, to be hailed as you walk along. And I've given you a description of how these people behave. They walk. As they walk, they swing their head. As they take each step, they swing their head forward and back. Like an iroko tree being blown by the wind. Our time has arrived. There's nothing bigger than me. Then give them the cheer. Give them the fake cheer that makes them easy. They will balance like a lobster tied and ready to be boiled. With their fan. With the fan in their hand and nothing in the brain. All has been fulfilled. I am the chief. I am this and that. The same problem abounds as we speak. Nobody has the sense of urgency. Don't get me wrong. There are people that are making mistakes out of anxiousness. They are eager to see that Biafra comes. They fall by the wayside when they listen to the wrong channel. Their intents are genuine. The outcome they want is genuine. But the process they are taking is faulty. You cannot convince them. Because the enemy has planted the seeds that germinated. IPOB one family. IPOB one family. What do we gain from that? What do we gain from that? Let me give you Let me give you a little information. It is for all of us. You heard this man say that the population of Igbos don't want Biafra. And we will cause it at home, you see what happens. That's why I told you that this man is a saboteur. And the Fulanis are crying that when IPOB says something, it sticks. And how can he go and represent you when you did not send him? And these are like people like the Voice of Nigeria Director General Osito Kechukwu. When he was there, he was sky high. Today, the EFCC and Commissioner on Saturday detained the Director General Osito Kechukwu. Money laundering. Money laundering. As we are here fighting to be free, people in the north are there fighting. And somebody will leave Biafra land and go to beg Yerima Shetima to consider Igbo presidency. When Jonathan was there, what did he do? He was under the directorship of the Fulanis. And they told him, yes, he must. Sibanjo is there. What has he done? Nothing. When Buhari was sick and went to London, and the prognosis is terrible, bad, and they know he was gone, what did they tell him? You are only a caretaker. Our people have not cared to remember that. They have not cared to remember it. And they're telling you the security the security in security labs in Zamfara was what prevented the so-called Buhari from going to Zamfara. And then that made him cancel the subsidy removal. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Now to my point, tying it to what I'm saying before I open the phone line, and before I go that, on the 2nd, 7 p.m. Biafran time, there will be question and answer session. Radio Biafra by some of the DOS members. This is Woloshenka. This is from Woloshenka just yesterday. This is from Woloshenka. And if this is from Woloshenka, can you tell me what that man was doing? Calling on Yerima Shetima, who is the general, the people's general. He did not call for the release of Madden. He did not that he chastised Mazi Nnamdi for telling the truth. This is an Igbo man. And came in the Mausoleum. We talk about what happened, more is happening. You see, we were hammering on the Yorubas. They didn't trust us. But we didn't realize why they were shaky. Now I understand why they were shaky. Now they have garnered strength. Now they have summed up courage to stand on their own. We are still all over chasing the shadows. The same thing Will Oshoyinka said yesterday is the same thing our leader has been saying. And let me read it. Northern Nigeria will continue to control the government no matter who becomes the president. This is because they created fraudulent constitution in Nigeria. Fraudulent population in the north, west, and more states in the north. Northern Nigeria was in charge of the government when Olusegun Obasanjo and Goodluck Jonathan were president. I'll repeat that in case you did not catch it. Northern Nigeria was in charge of the government when Olusegun Obasanjo and Goodluck Jonathan were presidents. Now you see what I was saying. For an Igbo man to run around and say you want to be president, what will you do? What are you going to accomplish? Just to enslave us for 4 more years? God forbid. Not to talk about the vie for vice presidency. When your presidency cannot do anything, I wonder what a vice presidential post can do for you. Even if you make an Igbo president, Northern Nigeria will still control the government. Even if you make an Igbo president, Northern Nigeria will still control the government. Now listen to the summary of what Will Oshoyinka said. Open your ears. The best solution to Nigeria problem is for us to negotiate our existence. Will Oshoyinka. Is that different from what our leader said? No. Instead of our Igbos, those trotting from east to north, bonding with the Will Oshoyinka and the West to force for negotiation. Your sellers, your crafty politicians are going to the north to ask you what happened to the relationship, which they never had. You are asking for what happened to the relationship of those that murdered your people. Pregnant women they disemboweled, brought out unborn children, smashed their heads, ran over them. Went to Makodi River and dumped a lot of bodies. The soldiers they killed. And today they are in your villages killing more. And somebody from your land is going to the north asking them what happened to the relationship. They've never loved you. They've never cared. And they have placed their stooges all over the Igbo land to be your governors. That is why anybody that the Fulanis kill, they will not say, Obiano boasted that he has Fulanis in his government. What else are you looking for? What other evidence are you looking for? Uzodema is busy massacring, inviting the Air Force to come and bomb the villages. You're telling me that these people's head are complete. And then you have those in diaspora. At the absence of our leader, they are going in different directions, levying accusations unfounded. Before they didn't believe that our leader was alive. It was DOS that told you, yes, he is alive, we know. And when they realize that he's alive, they say, okay, why didn't you do this? How can you do what you don't know? You have to investigate. Proper administration will always investigate before doing anything. That becomes a fault on the DOS, a blame that shouldn't arise. For anybody that will prudently look at issues, will raise no blame. Oh, the DOS has sold Mazi Kanu. You know who sold Mazi Kanu? You know the people that did it. Have you opened your mouth to challenge them? No. The same people are the ones autopiloting to cover up their sins. They were everywhere. Nelly and Co. They were everywhere. And we say, calm down. No, they wanted to be out there, pointing fingers, levying accusations that never existed. Today, if you have not been able to know that these people came out to destroy IPOB, the only thing I can tell you is sorry. Why I'm telling you is sorry is that there is no outcome that is short of Biafra that will be comfortable for you and me. You're going to be a slave, and a slave forever. Your children will be slaves and slaves forever. That is, if they will ever remember that you are their mother. That is, if they will ever remember that you are their father. That is, if they will ever remember that you are their uncle or nephew or in-law. Because the brain of a child changes as he grows to adulthood. A 5-year-old, a 6-year-old might remember you. As time goes on, your image fades. It is only pictures that will make that child remember you. And if it's removed from the environment for 1 year, that child will never remember that environment. Take yourself, an adult, as an example. Get away from your village for 2 years. You that is an adult, get away from your village for 2 years and come back. You will ask questions. Not to talk of when you are there for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You must ask for direction. Somebody must assist you. How much less a kid, when they slaughter you, when they exile you, you are now in exile. And your hope is to go home after destroying what our leader has set in place to free us. Then I'll see who you will be subject to. You might have a momentary enjoyment, and whatever you determine to be the enjoyment is up to you. There will come a time your child will not answer your name. The adults that converted to Fulani are changing their name to Musa. Igbo man. We are sick. As I blame others, I blame myself. We are all not serious. This is something that would have been over with for a very long time. This thing we are doing today, it should have been over for a very long time. The epiphany of this was like 2017. We are still going on in circles, challenging authorities by creating our own way. instead of following. And what you comfort yourself with is a divide and rule. And then what is it? You think that this is a democratic principle where you do and you debate and then you start campaigning. You must be under one central command. You must be under controlled environment. Otherwise, what is happening now will continue to happen. You will have somebody will come out from any woodwork and claim that Chuko Kabiama sent him. What I want you to understand today is that no matter, listen to what Wolosieka said. If it is different from what our leader said, referendum. When he says the best solution to Nigeria's problem is for us to negotiate our existence. If you have common sense, you will understand what he said. Having said that, let me bring you back to your history. From William Balfour, born in 1825 and died December 1864. He was a Scottish explorer. Listen, the Igbos, as I have formerly mentioned, extend east and west from the old Calabar River to the banks of Kwara, that is Niger, River Niger, and possesses also some territory at the Abo, present Delta, that is Abo. To the westward of the latter stream, on the north, it borders in Igala and Apoto, that is Otukbo, and it is separated from the sea only by petty tribes, all of which traced their origin to this great race. In Igbo, each person hails as a sailor, will say from the particular district where he was brought, where he was born, but when away from home, all are Igbos. This is where we find ourselves. For those politicians, release our leader as quickly as possible. You are responsible for his being a prisoner of conscience. Release him. You are responsible. I'll open the phone line. Call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Some of areas are not receiving the broadcast. Oche Biafra called in and sent that report, and okay, foreign, take note. I know we are making stride to get all these places running, and we know the shortfalls of these stations, so they should bear with us until we, get to where we want to go. So that's what it is. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon, Mazi ALOZIE. My name is Simon.
Welcome, Simon.
Thank you. May God guide them, bless the family. But those at home and in diaspora, may He protect our able leader Mazi and Kanu, wherever he may be. Okay, guide and protect him, so that he will have the courage to overcome all the enemies. At last, victory will be ours. In the mighty name of Chukwu Kabiyama, I pray. You see? Mazi ALOZIE, I just want to talk about the statement of Wole Soyinka and the people that are going to beg Shetima, and people who think that if they give people presidency, that the only thing will solve. No, nothing will solve. And people that are asking about the relationship, we Biafrans and the North, there have never been a time the relationship was good. All the way from 1945. These people should not be confusing us or misleading us. We are not fools anymore. Let us end this cancer for Nigeria. We can be good neighbors if they want to be. But Nigeria must end. Most of all, enjoy this movement, this global family IPOB led by Nnamdi and Kanu. You see the way Soviet Union is gone, the way Yugoslavia is gone. So, with the zoo, the operated, and it must happen. We can never leave. There's something our leader says sometimes. Say, I am disruptive, stubborn. I don't rest until I get what I want. This is how we are born, most of us. Mazi, people back home or anywhere you are working against us, doing anything, calling names and lying in this struggle. Let me tell you, my brother, you are dancing in express. And then no matter how smart you are, dancing in express road, photo will kill you. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Oh, Biafra.
Oh, Biafra, thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. You want to know where the relationship went wrong. You never had a relationship. They never liked you. That's why I gave you the history. And I think I'll give you some more every day. Most of you are blind. Most of you don't even want to know the truth. You don't want to know the truth. Call her your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you very much, Mazi ALOZIE, our veteran. Good evening from here. And Chukwu Abiyama will bless and strengthen you even as you continue with us in this journey to a victorious end. He says, my name is Desmond and I'm calling you from Italy, Mazi. I want to say greetings to Biafrans all over the world, IPOB family members, and our leader, His Excellency, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwu Abiyama will continue to strengthen you, be with you, guide you, lead you, and you will lead us into Biafra and even beyond. He say, Mazi ALOZIE, before I comment on your analysis and some of the voice clips you played this evening, first of all, let me also remind Biafrans all over the world the need for us to continue our unequivocal support for ESN because it is very, very important. We should not stop. We must continue to support ESN financially. And for Biafrans in Italy, these numbers are from IPOB National Body of Italy, signed by the IPOB National Coordinator, and it is for you to call and support ESN, Eastern Security Network, because anything you are doing now and you are not supporting ESN, or you are not putting them in part of your budget, whether your family budget or any budget you make, you must add Eastern Security Network, because our land must be secured. Our mothers must go to farm. There is need for our people to take farming very, very serious, and we'll have to make sure that it is safe for our people to do so. Fulani have to be chased out of our land. If they don't want to live by peace, and they will live by pieces. It is certain. But let me give out these numbers. The first number for Biafrans in Italy, please. The first number is +39 3510046055. I will repeat, +39 3510046055. This is IPUB National Coordinator number in Italy. The second one is +39 3512 551274. I will repeat, +39 3512 551274. This is IPUB National PRO number in Italy. Please call any of this number as long as you're a Biafran and you are in Italy, and support ESN. And anywhere you are in this world, we must continue to support ESN through the means and channel approved by HODPOS, Mazi ALOZIE. It is very, very important. Our people must note and know where you are putting your support. Any money you give outside the channels approved by DOS, you should know very well that you are giving out money to keep our leader in detention, to fight against our total freedom and liberation, which will not end well with you. Mazi ALOZIE, what I want to say about the clip you played, much more about the man who was talking about, he said that somebody come and say we are all Biafrans, that we are all Nigerians. You see, Mazi ALOZIE, these people, they make this statement that is very, very provocative, and I don't know if there is a way, Mazi, that this kind of people, that we can get their number, even if we cannot do anything to them. As you play the clip finish, you just call his number, his name on air, so that we can give him the IPOB treatment. I think it has been long. We have not, because of these detractors, we have not been giving some people IPOB treatment. And it is making some people to be, I don't know what to say now, you know. So the man, why didn't he talk about the clip where Ahmadu Bello was saying that instead of him to give an Igbo man job, that he's going to give it to a foreigner? Why didn't he talk about the clip where Ahmadu Bello was saying that they will not allow Igbo to control their future, that they will make them slaves and scatter them all over the world? He is talking about relationship between Tafawa Balewa and Nnamdi Azikiwe. Why did he talk about the numerous should I say bad talk about the Igbo from Ahmadu Bello, from Buhari? Why did he talk about when Buhari says 5%, that we will give them 5%? Eh? Why did he talk about when Ali Ndume says all Igbo should be killed? What kind of people is where do these people come from for Ghana? Where do they come from? What can somebody here? They are killing our people every day. Look at what is going on in Imo State, across Biafra land. Nigeria Army, Nigeria Police, Ebubago, OSFAC, killing our people, kidnapping our youth. Some have been in detention for 4 years, some 5 years, some 2 years, some 9 months. They have killed and killed and killed, and the land of Biafra is flowing with the blood of our compatriots. And this man will stand and say that we are Nigeria. God will punish his father there. God will punish his generation. Mazi ALOZIE, please, if there is a way to get us the numbers of these people, it is very, very important. Our people on ground should put eye, please. We need their numbers. At least we can, from here, we can give them At the time he changed 2 or 3 numbers because of IPOB, he will get sense. He will know where he's going. Biafrans, we must remain resolute. Our determination should not be shaken. They should release our leader unconditionally and give us the referendum. Our destination is Biafra, and we are not stopping. We are not going back. We have died enough, and we have made it very clear to the UN, to the Commonwealth, and to the whole world. They should not say that they are not aware. They should not feign ignorance. Before America will start looking for people they will ban when they disrupt election. They should also ban the people who are killing innocent people across Biafra land. This is our submission. Thank you, Mazi ALOZIE, and God bless you from here.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, turn down your radio. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Mazi ALOZIE. Good morning to you over there, and good evening from here. My name is Mazi Udemba. I'm calling from my location. I heard what you said today, and I am shedding tears because our people, they don't understand what is happening. Even when it is happening in our presence, we are not stopped to recognize what is actually happening. These people we are talking the Fulanis. Let me go straight to one point. In 1966, they killed us through the houses, the Abbey houses, and they mobilized the, what do you call them, the willing tools. That is what they distribute from Plateau, from Southern Kaduna, and so on, Middle Belt. They mobilize them and they make Kowan to become the other state. And they use them to kill us over 7 million. People are talking of 5 million, 3 million. They killed us. They opened the womb of a pregnant Biafra woman. Calabar is Biafra. Baeza is Biafra. Because they killed every officer from the eastern region. What are we talking? Let me say one thing today here. The Yorubas, the Otutuwas, they are ready to go before us. The more you hear when I can say what he's saying, their house is in order. Let me give us an example. During the time of MKO Abiola, when they killed him, the Fulanis, they killed him, they compensated the West with Obasanjo. Obasanjo in politics is nowhere. Then they brought him out, and the Yoruba, they switched over to him, I think in the second tenure. Would you know what they said? They say, which means our team is the one to lead. So our people are shed tears. How many times will they kill us for us to know that these people, what relationship do we have with these people? These people from Sahel, what relationship do we have with them? Is it from the Garden of Eden? The answer is no. We are the people created by God. So we are special people. And these people continue to mislead us, and we are just following them. Please, thank you for what you have played today. But the people you are talking to, are they hearing us? Are they hearing? If they are hearing us, do they understand what you are saying? Oh, I cry for the generation of these Biafrans. But I'm encouraged. And you shouldn't worry because of the two saboteurs in our mix. How many are they? Millions of Biafrans are ready. Millions of Biafra have known the truth. Nnamdi Kanu have opened our eyes. They have opened the eyes of Africans, black people all over the world. I will say, all hail Biafra.
Caller, your name and where you calling from? Go ahead, Mazi. Go ahead.
Because Biafrans, you people, you have heard that our brother, that our father that is speaking now. Eh? What is our relationship with this Fulani? Biafrans. What is our relationship? That number one. And what power? Rested. What is our relationship? We the Biafran for this end. What is our relationship with the Fulani? As a common sense, we are not to be same. And we can never be the same. They are different from us. Their own land has been assigned for them to live. They abandon their own place. They come here. They are the president. They are the chief of family staff. Imposter. He's holding our leader. They are there. Anywhere you are, remember that God. Anywhere you find yourself on this planet Earth, this earth that is owned by Chukwukabiam, our own God, that God that created every human being and gave every nation their place to live on this earth, and they want to kill us and take our life. It cannot happen. I think if the ocean is violent, before Chukwukabiam, whom I said that I must fulfill this assignment, no human being, no human being on this earth, Pakadam, will like this. No one I think any scratch on the body of Nnamdi, our leader, our president, after this message now, and stop packing your bag. Make sure that you are packing your bag to go there and die. Because if you have to your people, this is final death. Let them come back to our land here. All of you, as far look for Revelation chapter 12. Revelation chapter 6. Biafra, come back to your fatherland and develop it. Everything you want in life is here. After this generation, our own standards will live here. Fulani will never fight it. If you want to take a one now. Really, all life forever alive. Okay? You see Revelation chapter 12, from verse 1 to 8. We must resist the children of the God of heaven and earth. If you like become deaf, we are already existing. We are penetrated forever. Onyara. Okay, Mark chapter 10. Mark chapter 10 from verse 1 to 8. The same Mark chapter 14 from verse 1 to 8. And the same Mark chapter 15 from verse 1 to 8. We cannot go. They think that things are federation. You see Acts chapter 12 from verse 1 to 8. Acts chapter 12 from verse 1 to 8. Peter Yako. Galatians chapter 5. Peter Yako. Galatians chapter 5 from verse 1 to 8. We are circumcised today and we are under law. I will must end. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is a trap to you. That is the first coming there, and we will be France. We will start it there. You see that day, you know, so we put that camera, see how our good is certain down. Any Fulani that is different, and it's on the body of our leader. Then they will know we are not from a mature life. Dara. Then the first part of the move. Then the good of the book. Akuwacha, another one. I like that. I see my galaya. Just right. To burn and on Abba. No, everybody. Don't buy his away. Back at the landlord. I got the other one. About mine on that time. Watching. Almost just revolution. Get you look up. I feel who protest. The protest attack. Don't just see them show now. No one will want that. Okay. I like this alone, eh? Like our father could not. That's a family. You did the answer to me. Well, I know it is not right, eh? I'm a super. That's one like that. There's one now. Oh, no, what's that? I know Biafra. I want to and I only feel like I want to know. Manaka, Manu, Madam, and I'm the not. Oh, I
have your friend. Caller, your name and where you calling?
Hello. Yeah. I'm not supposed to go around. I'm missing. I'm not just going.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes. In the morning, too, now. Come down, I got the plan. I said, I'm more than I said, I'm America. I'm not Biafra. And you cannot just say, I'm not Biafra because it's Biafra. You don't see, man, it's 2010. When I get an army, when I open the money, so I'm crazy. I'm not sure of that Biafra. They're called Genocide. So down. I'm a Biafra. I'm not feeling corner. You get a call, but you do it. So I'm not going I'm like it. To the life of the night, the Biafra, but the only drama, you know, the Biafra word, young kid. I don't like people who are not done, and it's gone by a coin, you have to have a coin so hard. When I'm totally see the Biafra word down, or the people in the American, you can have to put you like that Biafra, more time. Oh, the Pamata, the Pamata, so then you can't talk about it because you are about to so I'm not to when you're to the Biafra, I am thank you. Because we are making the value I'm making it.
The call number is +1484767 0848 +1484767 the killing of Igbos has become a ceremony. It's ceremoniously done. It's done in a way that it's nothing. Just go ahead and kill them, and nothing will happen. And they are carrying it out. As they carry out these practices, nobody says anything. Where is so disturbing is when the people who are the victims will not find a way to protect themselves. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Good morning, welcome.
Yes, Mazi ALOZIE. Good evening from here, Mazi ALOZIE.
Welcome, go ahead.
Yes, I remain in group there, the war veterans. I am calling from my location, Biafra land. You see, Mazi ALOZIE, I want to take this medium to congratulate you all. You people, you are the pride of ours, the war veterans. You see, many a times, many people don't know what we've undergone concerning this very particular war, Biafra war. We've tried enough, but we suffered from the hand of saboteurs in this very particular Nigeria, and also our beloved brothers.
in Biafra land. In that, Mazi ALOZIE, we are proud of you people, our children. It is very grateful to us that we see our people, our children that stand beside us to accomplish what we've tried. It seems that we have failed. But Chukwu Okike Abiyama, with his infinite mercy, knows that we did not fail from that particular war, but because of all the work of saboteurs and the deceive word from our enemies. No victory, no vanquish. Now I want to take this medium to let that very particular person that spoke, asking him, is he an Igbo? Let him remember that Igbo says, which means that man that shoots you gun can never operate you a bullet of it. That man that decides to wipe out all Igbo nation can never allow you to become the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is total taboo and forbidden for them. Now, I want to ask this very particular man from Majoland. He remembers Alowiwa, how he was died, how he was killed, sent to Garu. He start again to Kubo. Remember, sabotage did not end like that, but it have internal consequence. A man that dies in saboteur, continuous saboteur, in eternity, and he can never do anything to Biafra. And I want to remember the Nigeria that the spirit of Biafra keep on existing in eternity. I say kudos to Nnamdi Kanu, who goes to stand on that very particular gap that we fought. It seems that we did not get triumph. They sent us a roof with the word, no victor, no vanquish. That word that proceeded out of their mouth will continue to exist. They did not vanquish, neither they will not. They didn't go with us. Indeed. Now, Mazi ALOZIE, I tell you people to keep on standing firm on the ground for whatever you are doing. We are beside you people with the war veterans, praying every day, calling our chief and our ancestors to help you people through, so that the triumphity will be conquered by you people. Keep on doing that. No weapon fashion against you people shall prosper. And I want to remind the autopilotees, and then let them remember their wages is waiting for them. The blood of the innocent people massacred in Biafra land are crying upon their head. God, with Almighty, with His infinite mercy, we continue to act upon them. Where is your brother and the blood of the innocent civilians massacred during the war? Thank you, Mazi ALOZIE. I remain in Group 1 in Biafra land, calling for my location.
Thank you very much. Thank you. If we can pay attention to our situation, these same people are very jealous of your achievements. These same people want whatever you have. These same people don't want your children to excel. And they talk about federal character. You are very much aware of federal character. But the appointments does not in any way, shape or form resemble federal character. And if you know that you are a victim, if you know that the odds will be against you, why are you still pushing forward? Why are you still pushing forward? Asking for something you know you will not benefit from. They have told you. But what strikes me most is the Bello statement. Thinking way ahead of time of their children and what will befall them if they fail them. Bello said it. That means they take their children very seriously. They think more about their future. When you are flourishing, when you are so intelligent, the Jews of Africa, when you are so industrious, they are wondering what their fate will be if they leave their children under you. But the fact of the matter is that when you are sojourning around them, you did it with open mind. You did it with open mind. And what did you get? What did you get? Nothing other than death. And for we that are here talking to our people, it's like pouring water on the back of a duck. The Oduduwas, they are ready. They are ready. It is no longer if, it's when. It's when. There was a statement when there was a call for the Oduduwas to wake up. A call was made. And their people got the message. Our people got the message as well. When the Oduduwas acted on their message, our people ignored it. They ignored the message. To them, they believe in their power. Our people believe in their ability to do and undo. Nothing daunts them. And as a result, they pay heavy price. When you don't listen to information, when you don't make use of information passed on to you, you will pay heavy price. The Oduduwas answered to this call. This call, after we have made several of these expositions, we played this so many times, and Yoruba Kowa took it upon themselves to educate their people. It did not take long for the Yorubas to understand what we are talking about. Let me get this call. I will go back to that and play it to you for you to hear. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, good evening to you. Good morning. It's a very tiring message this afternoon. It's mind-boggling. There's some of the clips that you played. You know, after the war, when we started growing up, we used to hear some of this music. But when you play it again and again, it was those things I don't know how to justify some of these talks that come out from the war that my father used to play on the radio. Yeah, Mazi, the relationship between Sikh and Awolowo said they don't want to be part of Nigeria in 1957. Sikh said, no, you must be. Come, you don't have anything. We have everything. We are going to give you everything. And in the independent, they make him a man with konkosa, the man that was wearing a lot of agbada, going up and ganabanti, up and down as the ceremonial president of the zoo, whereas he has no power on his own. But that is the person who's supposed to have taken us out from this mess. The mistake that Zeke make because of his relationship with Awolowo. I'm just reminding this fool that is begging. You're begging for presidency. An Igbo man is begging a Fulani man. Every Hugu. An uncircumcised person, Igbo man, they're begging for presidency. Well, just like our leader said that some of these people, DNA tests are going to be conducted to know exactly where they are from. Now the mistake that Zeke made, 1966, thousands and thousands of our people were killed. Doesn't matter if you want to say you're Biafra, you're from Calabar, or you're from Picho, or Edo, any place you want to call yourself, all of us were killed. The worst part of it, the person that led the coup was even Edo man, you know. But that's not the point. It was the mistake that Zeke made, going to beg Awolowo to be in one Nigeria. That mistake that Zeke made cost us over 5 billion people when Ojukwu was trying to correct the mistake of Zeke. I hear many people were begging Zeke during that time. Our leader mentioned some of them. This place you're going, there's no road there. No, I want to drive the limousine. I've been carried around. I'm going to see Queen of England. I'm going to see the man in Korea. Their kingdom there. So that is enough for me. I don't care about all of you. That was the relationship that Zeke bring for us from Awolowo. Our brother that called earlier mentioned what he just on your Independence Day. Bello said whatever he said. Everyone knows what Bello said against Igbo man. That was the relationship between Zeke and Awolowo. That was what our brother is reminding us. If it's our brother to do. That relationship between us and Awolowo was over 5 million people that was killed. Ojukwu saw this mayhem going on. He said, no, enough is enough. Let's go back to who we are. We were never a Nigerian. We were never whatever they call them, nigger people. We were Biafrans. We were doing very well before these people came. We were doing very well even today. Now, let me talk about this investment. You know that there's something wrong with an Igbo man, something wrong with our brain. Seriously. It's not, I think that it's going to happen anyway. The revolution is going to happen. And some of these bad eggs that is causing some of this mayhem, like somebody now go and our leader is in prison. You're getting another platform to fight the structure of our leader. I call it autopilot. Everybody should behave the way they like. Okay. Now, when this man is talking about investment, he must go and point to the house of Buhari in Biafra land. It was last year when it was hitting up. We want to get Biafra last year. Some of them say, hey, do you think we care? We don't care. If you like, divide Nigeria. Now, you go affect because we don't even have one pin. All we have is our truck and our ammunition and our militias that carry gun up and down to kill all of you. There's no building. There's nothing that investment will have there. It is you people that are fools, that have property all over the place. It is all of you. They call you fools. They are laughing at that man as he's talking about his 2 trillion investment. They are laughing at you. They have built their own country in Niger. They have stolen all money in Niger area. The more you do this, the more they steal more money. The more they kill all of us. The more they're killing our children. Tell me somebody who will wake up and say that this person is a human being. When the people are killing innocent people in Ebonyi State and Imo State, you're going to beg for presidents. Ajo bakwake. Oti yi metekwara jiri siki furu. Masindeo.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The Oduduwas listened to us, and we pointed what Bello said. And this is what this man did. He rallied the Yoruba people. Now listen.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of our great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960.
12th October 1960. That is 12 days after independence. This man voiced this venomous speech. 12 days after independence. These are the people you're looking at as one Nigerianists, as those interested in building Nigeria. We don't learn. We don't remember. We don't learn. We don't remember. This was replayed by a Yoruba man from the original clip we played. And when he said it, he made his people to understand what Bello was saying. And Bello underrated other parts of Nigeria and called them willing tools. I'll go back to it one more time. Let me get this call. Let me get this call there now. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Please turn down your radio. Please turn down your radio. Turn down your radio.
I'm sorry. Mazi ALOZIE, I'm so grateful for your work. I'm Mazi Chukwode, calling from Umweri, the Shed Kingdom, from Omambala Zone, Omambala province of Biafra land. Well, according to the clips you played now, is it not certified hate speech? You know, Fulani, they are fond of talking about hate speech. Is it where is the origination? Where does the hate speech originated from? Is it not from their forefathers? What we have now, is it not certified hate speech? So, because of our people that are vagabonds and fools forever, they don't know what they're doing at all. These Fulanis, they never know. Fulanis are with the cause, natural cause. God has caused them from the beginning. Any person that received them, you must share their cause. That is what we have been suffering. Houses are gone. They are sharing the cause from Fulanis. God has told them that they can never live in township. They have nothing to do in town, in living in town or development. They will be there are wanderers on the earth now, wandering from desert to bush, from bush to desert. And only few of them that they were forced to read, to go to school. That is like L5 them. They were forced to go to school. They are now controlling millions of our people, saying that this is one Nigeria. Madness. One Nigeria madness. And look at our people here. You mentioned this, I saw this man in the newspaper yesterday, Osito Okechukwu, UN, voice of a Nigerian director. He is now receiving his own salary in the EFCC detention. This Ojuzokal that is patrolling himself now, Were he not jailed for 12 years, ultimately 7 years? Our leader released them because of the campaign he made against them, against those Fulanis. That if they fail to release them, he will tell the whole world where they park their money in foreign banks. They quickly release this Lord Joseph Carlo now that is parading himself for presidency. I don't know where these people will come back down from another planet. But they will see it. The lack of history, lack of recognizing history is another problem with Igbo man. What you are doing now, what about your Ifajuna? What about Banjo? What about this Obajaska? Them. They did more than you, and now you are still setting your foot on their footsteps. And you know you want to fail because you are trying to catch wind. I praise this our leader, the wisest man in black race, Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, and I praise them. And the yes, I do praise them all the time because they are doing the most difficult job on earth today. I back them. I'm behind them. Mazi ALOZIE, I thank you so much. All of you broadcasters, you are trying your best. We are moving. If there any person fail to join the moving train, you will be lagging behind. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So let's go back to this man's pronouncement. You will hear the message he is sending. That bellow speech. I will play it again so that you will hear in detail that speech was made 12 days after independence. And what other message do you need to hear? Because this message Bello sent is what is happening all over across Nigeria today. And you have our people begging the Fulanis.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Danfodio. We must ruthlessly prevent it.
Caller, your name and where you're calling from. I'll get to it.
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. My name is Shukran Makawambos. I'm calling from Italy. My dear brother, you have preaching what we have been preaching or calling on radio Biafra to say our opinion or what our leader has preached. To me, I believe that he has gotten into the skull of our people. They understand. They have even rise up. But the problem we have is those call them the self-political elite. These are the people we have problem with. These people gather themselves, even what our leader was talking. Our leader started this program in 1999, if I'm not mistaken. He saw around the whole Biafra land. And whoever he meets, the school will say, is that now I want to become governor? Is that now you are talking about that? Allow me to become the governor first. Tell me after I said, after my thought, then you can go ahead. And that is what our leader told us, that they are doing all this thing within. Then when are we going to get our freedom? Now, this brother I just put before me right now, said that what Igbo people fail to understand is history. And that is a pure truth. This clip you played now, all of our political elite had it. Even the Shetima Yerima, that this idiot went to go and beg for president, had what he said 2 years ago, that he shouldn't allow Igbo to become president. Now, coming to say this, Nnamdi, who formed NCNC, and this NCNC formed before they get independent, they voted 1959. And this 1959, this one was hoping that because he worked as a journalist, he worked under British as a journalist, and they become vibrant, somebody who studied in America and Britain. So he came back and think that the Britain, you don't know that white people actually in their nature don't like a black man that's very intelligent. This is their nature. If you're intelligent, they hate you. Now, this man moving all around, thinking that he will become the president of Nigeria. You know what they did to him? They ran back to the Funanis and tell them that if they don't get the majority in the House of Assembly and Senate, they will not be part of the independent. So they need the majority. Now Zik said, okay, let's all give them majority. After all, Zik got the vote of 2.5 million votes. NCNC within Yoruba and the Cameroon and some part of Amazonia and all that, they get 2.5 million votes. Why they not to get about 1.something million votes? So they had to have the majority in the House of Assembly and the House of Senate, according to the system of the government they're passing there. Now, what do? As if this year, Northern States, they don't even need, if they can't get the majority in the House, they will not belong to this one Nigeria. They will remain with the Britain under colony. And Zik said, without knowing who is his problem, that the British are the problem. Moving around, telling these people what to do, and they refuse now until they give them the House of Assembly, the majority of the House of Assembly and Senate. And this hope, this useless Zik, that his soul will remain in hellfire till the eternity, if the hellfire exists. He believed that he will become the president without knowing that who has the majority of in the House of Senate Assembly has the right to produce the Prime Minister. And when they run around and say, no, I become the president, they say, no, these people have the majority in the House. And now time to wait for the next election. And now, when the problem want to rise, then it's okay, let us give you ceremonial president. They give you ceremonial president. When they want to go bury somebody, or want to do something, you come out and they celebrate. That is what he obtained. This thing is a history which this idiot
Mazi Chukwudi, your line is gone. Your line is gone. I'll continue with the clip until back.
We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools, and the people of South as conquered territory. Never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960. Gentlemen of the press and great people of Yoruba lands and Nigeria, we welcome you to this epoch-making section convened to brainstorm on how to safeguard the security of lives and properties of our people in Lagos State and by extension, Yoruba land and the states of Nigeria. In this situation today, because we have ignored the facts and counsel of history,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good afternoon from here.
Good morning.
Thank you very much, my good brother Mazi ALOZIE. I think God guide and protect you and your family. May He keep you for us so that you can accomplish this work that you are doing for Biafrans. And Biafrans definitely appreciate you. Mazi, I salute our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anywhere he is, I tell my ancestors guide and protect him. Biafrans all over the whole world, the truthful ones that had our leader's voice. You had our leader's voice before you come out. You had the truth. I don't know why this time around somebody you did not know. Somebody you did not even know where he came from. They come and tell you that he's autopilot. And then you, as a Chineke, are listening to those fools. It's very, very sad. I'm very sure that you had Mazi Nnamdi kind of voice. You come out and said, I will stand with him, I will die with him, I will drink with him, I'm your back, I'm your front. And now, just in a sudden, he's kidnapped. It's not to how many months. Some of our people begin to dance like a really broad. It pains my heart. It makes me feel so sad But Mazi, this is your brother which is calling from UK. Mazi, you know, I don't wanna go too far. There's something we want to make it think in the brains of our people. If Zeke, I won't call him Nnamdi, I'll let I won't put that Nnamdi. Zeke is not a failure. I want somebody to come here and tell me why Zeke is not a failure. Please call this station and tell me. I will tell you why it's a failure. You see, 12 days after that independence, that a Fulani uncircumcised maggot in a country that they amalgamate us. We don't even know who these people are. They amalgamate us. And just in a sudden, somebody that is, they are not even championing for the freedom. It's Awolowo and Zeke. But at the end of the day, these two men looks like they get what they are looking for. But somebody from Sahel said that this new nation is the estate of their forefather. They will prevent it. They will literally prevent it and make the Middle Belt and the Western as a willing truth. And it is that Zeke was there. Zeke was there when this man was uttering this bullshit. He didn't end there. And then the man continued that instead of him to give Nigerians a job, he later import a foreigner. He didn't end. The white man was still asking him, this hatred against Igbo people, can you explain it for us? He keeps saying that if you put us in Lebra camp, we dominate everywhere. He didn't end there. This man keep routing. Zeke and Awolowo was hearing this smelling maggots. And then seeing him dishing out this thing. Instead of this man to say, no. Call the international community, tell them to let this terrorist man explain what he meant by all this alternative. No. What it was after Shishi ceremonial president, which it's not even one of them. He died. It's not even, nothing. It's not anywhere they have come to say they celebrate it. We are here. When Mandela time reached, they celebrate him. When all this Mahangandi time reached, they celebrate him. I want our people to call. Tell me when you have seen Zeke was celebrated. Open field. Tell me. None. Mazi, this man did not stop there. He continued causing havoc. And then Zeke stayed there and watched this man took everything. And look at where we are today. The same thing Mazi Nnamdi was telling these governors and these politicians. You people are still repeating what Zeke did that put us in this turmoil we are. Come back. You are. Now, no Sadigia. Somewhere Mbonejika was calling Zeke. Ever heard it? They ignore him. Now look at us today. Look at Igbo today. Look, just imagine. Look at us. We have lost a lot. But Zeke is a total failure. And his family, they are failure. That is why you can never see his family come out and be proud and say they are son of Zeke. It's a failure. Look at that statement. I want somebody to tell me now in Europe that how am I going to put it now? How am I going to make it clear so our people will understand? Let's say in Britain now that politicians will come out and tell France now that you must give us that land, their land by force. You must release. Let me just say between Dover and the Channel and Dover, where they have their border between France and England. And Britain now will come out and say that we must release that France land them by force. Do you think France government will keep quiet? He will go to the EU and call tell them to come. He will convert meeting and tell them. And Boris Johnson come and explain to the whole world what he meant by that place. What he meant. This is how we do it, so that he can come and explain. This is what we are expecting to Zeke to do, to call press conference, but he didn't. The same way these politicians now, Igbo presidency, they know that Igbo presidency is not for them. They know that it's not going to. They knew that is all they cannot have, they know. Mazi, Vic is a failure. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Call your name and where you call.
Mazi, good evening, sir. I'm calling from Biafra land. Oji, my name. I want to thank you because of the good work you people are doing for your brothers and sisters in Biafra land, because we are the people suffering all these things that is going on. I have been listening since you came in. I have heard all the clips you played. I want to tell people hearing my voice now that if there are remnants of Greek, the person that have just stopped speaking or that is still speaking, I have just said it all. If there is 6 remnants here on earth, if there is any place badder than hell, if there is any place that is more bad than hell, that is where they will go. Zeke and whosoever that put us into this nonsense, because they were there when that animal from bush were saying all those things, that they will never allow Igbos to rule them. They will never allow Igbos to rule them because we are conquered territory. Look at animal from bush calling us conquered territory, because animals like white men are behind them. You see, Zeke is a fool. He did not have any brain at all. When they said give them, that is upper hand, majority. What to get them that majority? Is it not by voting that they're supposed to give them the majority? But he agreed to give them majority for presidency's sake. Other people are calling president, but they are saying presidency. May God punish you wherever he is. May he go to hell 1,000,000 times. If he is in heaven, may God throw him down to hell. Because we are already in hell here on earth, if not by the grace of God. The people that are still fighting for auto crash or auto whatever, auto move and auto what, if they don't return to normalcy, if they don't repent, God will also punish them. I thank God for some people that have just mentioned the fight and all the saboteurs. Where are they? We were in our age, sabotage himself, thinking that he was sabotaging Igbos. Where is he? I am now referring and talking to the so-called Niger and idiot across the other side. If they will hear us, it's better they repent. And I want to make a suggestion. Though it's on air, I want to suggest, if there is any way that we begin to get all these so-called politicians and gather them to a place, I would like it, because they have done us more harm than good. People that are scrambling for president, look at them begging. May God punish all of them. Begging somebody that has not cleaned his anus after defecating. Begging somebody that has not washed his thinking mouth. Begging somebody that has not, that is not human being, to give him presidency. May God punish all of them. And that I always hold in high esteem, have just grown himself on the ground, looking for presidency. I'm not talking of other fools everywhere. I want to encourage all the Biafrans. As many that are into the struggle, let them keep it up. Our God is alive. We are praying seriously for the full restoration of Biafra. Even if it remains one person, God will help us. He created us and gave us this land. And no man, God kept us here. So no man that is born of a woman will collect this land from us. So we will die and go one day. But our children will remain here. We are not cattle. So God will help us. There, email Tim goes there and no.
Call your name and where you calling from.
Yeah, good morning, Mazi ALOZIE.
Welcome.
Yes, this is Ume Opara from IPOB in New Jersey.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Good morning, all Biafrans all over the whole world. IPOB members, thank you so much. And let me use this time to pray and thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, who is in the enemy's camp. We are praying for him that he's going to be strong and he's going to be intact and he's going to come out victorious. We are working towards that and they must release him. And also, I am thanking God for our gallant men in the bush, our ESN, that those men, boys and men who are there, we are going to support them all the way. Everybody should try and do that, because with ESN we are going home. And now let me say this: I thank you so much for what you have been doing. It's not easy for you to wake up every morning and be able to broadcast and help us and spread the news. This clip you have played, you played this morning. I am suggesting, if it's possible, that if we can make flyers back in Biafra land, poster Biafra land, putting the picture of this vagabond, that pillow man, with the statement is made, and then put that flyer that this is the reason why we should go home to Biafra land, and paste it everywhere in Biafra land, in the market everywhere, so that people will know. Those who don't have the privilege of reading history will get a first-hand information on what this bastard said. Because what we are doing in all the things we've been working so hard, doing everything, but most politicians are not getting it. They're not getting it. Okay? But it has come to a point where we have to be very drastic in what we are doing, so that we can spread this news, everybody will hear it, and we will be able to galvanize the crowd so that we can be able to go home. Because we need to go home. Nigeria is not a place we have to be. That is what I'm saying. And I thank everybody who's listening to this morning, that let us all support ESN, support IPOB, and then pray and work towards the release of our leader so that we can go home. Thank you all, blood. God bless you all. Have a nice day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Bless you. Bless you. We are heading towards the end of this course.
Their express intention was to make the rich resources of the South serve the interests of the North. Throughout colonial times, the British pursued policies that implemented that intention. Finally, at independence in 1960, they manipulated the Constitution, the census, the politics, and the election in such ways as to make the Arewa not the overlord of other Nigerians. And the Arewa overlords have never hidden their resolve.
Caller, you're the last caller. Your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi ALOZIE, good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. I salute everybody. Yes, Mazi ALOZIE, we are crying, talking about Zeke. We have so many moles. Calling these people autopilot is like one of our brothers said this morning. It's like, glorifying them. They are moles in our midst. That's what we should be calling them, not autopilot. But we have a whole lot of them. And this Yerima Shatima, the Arewa chairman, I believe that's his name, came out and said that even the Tinubu, they are not supporting the Tinubu. So, and this, again, the Yerima Shatima seemed to be the president of Nigeria, because whatever he says happens in that country. So if they are not supporting Tinubu, who are they going to be supporting? Another Fulani. And our elders, they've been talking for us for over, if I'm correct, several centuries. So for them to be talking for us today is an eyesore. I think it's about time that we talk for ourselves. Let us cast our referendum vote for referendum and tell ourselves where we want to be. If it's only one state in the 5 states wants to be Biafra, so be it. And then the coastal people, if they want to be with us, fine. Ita Enyang came out and told them in the house on Friday that 80% of the oil well belongs to the northerners. And a particular group of northerners, not even all the northern states. So if somebody from his Akwa Ibom doesn't have oil well, the only one Emeka for had is sold to Adex. So people in Riverine, I wonder why you can't breed fresh air. You're breeding black suits, and you're still talking about one Nigeria. Then lastly, Andy Obadat brought out plane to kidnap his brother for Fulani. They promised him governorship. The question is, Andy Oba, you the governor of Anambra State. So this is how the Fulani will use all of you. The saboteurs, moles among us. They will promise you and you won't even get it. And then the name, your reputation is at stake. No, your generation is gone because you're now with Arjuna of our time. But you still have time to repent. You still have time. Because whether you're on board or you're not on board, Biafra must come. You might delay it for a year or thereabout, but at the end of the day, Biafra is here. Mazi has asked everybody to get a Twitter handle. Get that handle and tweet. Tweet all our siblings that are in jail, illegally abducted by DSS. Army people, keeping them there. One, I found out this morning that one has been there for 6 years without being charged. So get your Twitter handle. If not for anything, let us be tweeting our brothers and sisters that DSS are keeping, and then hold them accountable for where they are if they can produce them. That's all I have, Dad. Thank you, sir. Thanks for all that you do. They will.
Call us your name and where you calling.
Mazi ALOZIE, this is H.K.Zok and I'm calling from Boston. Mazi ALOZIE, I don't know if you've seen the video was Ricky released. Normally I don't like calling their names and I don't like coming to address their stupidity. I just want to make something clear here. Mazi does not see money. He does not see 5 kobo of IPOB. Mazi does not control IPOB money. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra don't even control IPOB's money. We have the people that is in charge of IPOB's money, and Madam Nene is one of them, and 2 other people that controls our money. Was Rike coming out to say that because Chike is seeing money and is controlling the money? That's the reason why he doesn't want our leader to come out. I mean, these people are very crazy. These people are sick in the head. I mean, I guess because the moles that we have people around us is equally doing almost the same thing, and he thinks he will come out and do the same thing and it will work for him. There's some certain things that is supposed to be condemned. Mazi does not see money. He does not touch our money. He's not the one that controls our money. So let them get their facts and figures right. Bikonu. What kind of nonsense is this one? Keep your mouth in your pocket. If you don't want to support what we're doing, just respect yourself and stay on your own. Stay on your own. If you're not nonsense. Eh? So, Mazi ALOZIE, this is what I want to play out this morning. Mazi does not see money. He doesn't even see money at all. So whoever is talking rubbish, I could take I don't get it. Please, thank you.
We're done for the day. We'll be on again tomorrow. we are now on it, and we are not going to stop. This clip, I will repeat it tomorrow. So for you to search your soul, see the role you're playing. See the role you're playing. Our people need the help, and we must render that help to them. And the only way we can do it is to fulfill whatever our leader started without changing it. I thank all of you that called in. And, we'll be on the air again tomorrow. Wish all of you very safe day. Report any suspicious. I thank all of you that called in. And, we'll be on the air again tomorrow.